Hello friends, okay, today we can start our class. Today also we are dealing with research aptitude. Okay, it's a class 9 and we are dealing today with topics like ethics of research. Okay, subtopics like ethics of research and ICT in research. ICT means information and communication technology in research. So we are dealing a small two topics today. What are the ethics we have to follow when we do a research that we will discuss today, and how the technology help us in our research work that also we will discuss in today's class. Understood? So we can move to our class, be attended to the class, then only you are able to get the details in a right manner. Then you can study well for your exams and score good marks. Okay, shall we start? So ethics of research. Okay, what are the ethics we have to keep? So ethics of research, the first one is honesty. Honesty means it should be truthful. Whatever thing you do, it is true and honesty, with full honesty that is needed. That is the first ethic you have to follow. Second is objectivity to avoid bias. Objectivity means you should not include your own views. You have to stand as an outside person and to view the things and to write the details. Well, that is what we call as objectivity. So there will not have any bias. If you do it as in a subjective manner, then it contains a lot of biases. So you should be in an objective manner. You have to do the research work. Next is integrity. Integrity means you have to include whatever the things, coordinate the things. You have to include in your research work. Understood? So proper unity of the things is needed in the case of research work. Avoid error and negligence. Avoid error means if maximum errors you should not include in your research work. If error come, then you have to do it again. So you should not make any error in your research work. It will affect your result, and sometimes you will not be awarded with the PhD. So you should avoid the errors and negligence. You should not neglect any kind of mistakes in your research work. Then openness in sharing. That is whatever things you find out, you should have an openness. I have seen this thing. When I do a research work, sometimes you have 98% okay with the thing, 2% there is something wrong about it. Then you have to say openly, there are 2% something I have seen as such and such. So it is a clear cut of genuinity we can hear that. So openness is needed in your research work. Respect for rights. Whenever you do a research work, you should find the rights of others. When you do a work related to a society or a culture, each and every individual have their own rights. Okay, each children have their own rights. All the human beings they have rights. Even the animals they have some protective acts are there. So you have to respect all that things. That is what we have to do. When you do a research work, you respect others, and you should be clear about the rights of others also. Then confidentiality, that is confidence means you should have to clearly conceal some things. Okay, you have to conceal some things for the benefit of others, that also you have to sometimes do. So that is what we have to do in the case of confidentiality. Okay, then responsible publication. When you do the publication of the research, you are responsible for it, and whatever things you have written, it should be genuine, and if any mistakes comes, you are also responsible for it. If there come right things, you are responsible for it. So you should be very aware that you are responsible for each and everything happening there. So before the publication, you should be responsible for whatever things you are publishing. So without any wrong information, you should have to publish the matters. Okay. Next is responsible mentoring. Mentoring means you are making some others to do something. That is what we call mentoring, or giving a guidance like that thing. So if you give some guidance or something, or about the research work or something, you should be very responsible. That you should be very responsible. You should know that you are the person who are making others to do it. So you are the responsible person. And respect for colleagues, those who help for you to do the research work, you should be respectful for them because they helped you. Understood? They helped you to do the research work. Then social responsibility. As a person of the society, you are always responsible to the society. So you should have to understand that others also have their own rights, and you should also respect them, honor them wherever you do a research work. Then non-discrimination. You should not do any kind of discrimination in the case of religion, politics, or tribal way, or any other caste system. Nothing should not become in your research work or in your personal behavior. Understood? The enhanced competence. Competence means better than the other. Okay. Always keep an competency. If somebody has done a research work about the topic you have done, you should be better competent than that person. Okay, you should be a better person than the person who has already done it. So good competence should be there. Then ensure legality. That is, whenever you do a research work, if you need some kind of legal permissions needed, you should ensure it. You should do it. Okay, without any permission, you should not do the research work. Then animal care. Animal care means if you are doing some research about the animals and all, you should know that what all the protection acts available for the animals. You should not harm them. Okay, you should know that the nature, the love the nature, the environment, all these things you must have always keep in your mind. When you do a research work, you should not harm any kind of environment settings around us. So you should have to keep that in your memory. Understood? So all these things you have to keep in your memory when you do a research work. When you do a research work, it should be good and responsible for the responsible and good for the human beings as well as for the creatures, other creatures, living creatures there. So you should be keep that in your mind when you do a research work. Understood? Then benefits of ethics. When you keep the ethics, what are the benefits get for you? First thing is, it's good for maintaining aims and objectives. When you keep some kind of objectives or aims, if you have to attain it, okay, if you have to attain the aims and objectives, if you do all the ethics, then everyone will be ready to support you, help you, and you can do it in a very comfortable manner, and you can reach your aims and objectives very easily. Understand? To improve the value system of our culture is always the it has to be improved. Okay, when you do a research, when you do a research, the value system should be best. Okay, that you have to be always keep in your memory. Then accountable to society. When you do a research, it should be helpful for the society, or it should be helpful for the future generation. It should not harm the society. That you always keep in your mind. Then public support for research. You always, when you do the research in a ethical manner, the people will support you, help you. They will always stand for you, and they speak that that person had done a good research work. It is good for the society, so we can stand with that person. So the public support will be always for you. So these are the benefits of the ethics. So I think you get an idea what is an ethic. That is the rules you have to follow, moral rules you have to follow when you do a work. If it is an education work, it should be there. Okay, why we are getting educated, we are getting educated to become a better person. So the reforming ourselves is always needed. So when you do a research work, you should be very reformed person, and you have to be improve more and more. That you have to always stand down with your views. Okay. Next subtopic is ICT in research. How the information communication technology help in your research work. Okay, well, there are three steps for that. How the ICT help in research. Okay, first one is pre-data analysis. Before the analysis, how the ICT help us. During the data analysis, how it help us, and post-data analysis means after the data analysis, how the ICT help us. So we know that there are 8 steps in our research work. Okay, so before we start a research work, ICT can help us. During the research work, it can help us, and after completing the data analysis, also it can help us. We can see what all the way it is. Okay. First is pre-data analysis. What is pre-data analysis? It helps in getting examples for research. Before you do your research, what you have to do is that you have to search about how to do a research in the you can search in the what you can search in the websites. Okay, you can search in the websites and see the different kinds of researches done by different people. So you will get an idea how to do your research and how which one is best and which is not good, or like that you can make an analysis of yourself. If you do a research by seeing the researches of others, it is very helpful for you. Otherwise it is you are in a blind mode and you are starting it, so you will be in a little bit difficult way. So first one is articles. You will get a lot of articles in the topic that you might have doing, so you can collect that and you can go through that and you will get a lot of information concerning your research. Okay, next is thesis and dissertation. When you search for the thesis and dissertation in the sites, you can see different kinds of theses, the dissertations done by different people. We can see that you will get a clear idea about it. Overview of the thesis and dissertations you will get. So it will helpful for your research work. Next is literature reviews. Literature reviews, reviews means after doing, after reading a book, you have an idea about it. That is what we call reviews. Okay, so the books that is connected with the topic you are doing, then we get a lot of ideas from the books. Okay, so you can go through the different kinds of books related to your topic that you can do in the sites. Okay, so ICT help you for all these things. Then content, how to write a content and what is the best content we can write in the research paper, so that we can do. Then literature tracking means tracking means tracking you are searching for that thing. Okay, you can track the areas which you needed, that is the topic or the subject you have chosen. You can see whether who all have done it. So you know that in information communication technology, that is by using a computer and a network system, you can get the information from throughout the world. That means throughout the world what all the informations are available, it will reach in your hands. So it is very good for you. Okay, so we can do that. Then quantitative and qualitative analysis. When you do the quantitative and qualitative analysis, you can make the table, you can analysis. There are a lot of softwares that are helpful for you to make the analysis and all. So all these things are helpful for you. You get an idea how to do it. Then big data and its analysis. If the data is, see, if it's about some population or like that, it will be in a very great level data collection. So the computer system, the ICT, it will help you to some softwares are there. It will helpful for you to do the analysis very easily. So all these things are very helpful in the pre-data analysis of the research work. Okay. Then, and the second step is the data analysis. During the data analysis, how the ICT help us. Quantitative and qualitative analysis. We know that what is quantitative analysis. Quantitative means measurable things. Measurable things we can do in the some kind of tables you can make, softwares you can use, and you can give all these tabulations in this softwares, and they will calculate it and give like that. It is very helpful for you. Then qualitative analysis also, you can ask a lot of questions from different people from different areas from throughout the world. You get a lot of qualitative analysis from throughout the world. You will get a view overview from in the throughout the world. So it is very helpful for you for your data analysis. Understood? That is the two categories that helpful in the case of data analysis. Okay. Next is post-data analysis. After you collected the data and all, how this ICT help you? That is references and bibliography. I told you already itself. There is no need you to go to the library and sit there and to take the reference books. Instead, you can have the like in flipnet. Okay, you know that is the library system available for us. That is like that a lot of libraries, online libraries are available for us. So you can go for the libraries, you can collect them, and bibliography you can make, that is according to the alphabetical order. You can make the order of the books and all. So it's helpful for you in when you have the ICT system. Okay, then articles. This is discussion of research. That is articles. I told you already itself. how the articles is writing, how the thesis is writing, then discussions, how the discussions are doing in the research. We will get a lot of examples. Okay, and there is a lot of examples in the sites, so you can go through them and you will get an idea how we can face the discussion area of the research. Okay, then it help for viva. During the research work you have to go through some kind of viva section, that is they will ask us, the exponents will ask questions about the research you have done, so you have to answer them. So how others are going through that kind of viva, you will get an idea, and it will be helpful for your data analysis. Okay, then data plagiarism, that is plagiarism means if you are copying from some others or something, then what happens is that the research will not be accepted. So data plagiarism, there is a software like that is there. So if you make your work go through that data plagiarism, it will check it and find out whether any plagiaristic things are there. So we can do the detection by using the ICT method. Okay, then journals we will get, manuscripts we will get, then helpful for submission. For the submission work also it is easy for you. You know that during the time of epidemic, most of the works are done through the online works. Okay, so even the submission can be done some cases. Okay, submission can be done through the online process is there. So not all the works, but a lot of works we can do through the submission work. So do through the online work we can do a lot of submission work. So like that, a lot of helpful things the ICT is doing in the case of research work. Understood? So we have only discussed two topics here today. That is, one is the ethics of research. When you do a research, you should know the what all are the ethics are. That is very easy thing, easy matter. Just you have to go through it. That's only is enough. Next, we have talked about how ICT, that is information and communication technology, the network system. Okay, network system, how it is helping us in our research work. We have, I think you are very clear about the two topics, and it's very simple topics. Okay, it is easy when you just go reading, that is enough for you. I think you know already about these topics, but just for your information I have given it in a detailed way. Okay, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, you can you will get my uploading videos when you subscribe this channel. Understood? When you share it with your friends, it is very helpful for them to crack the exam. Understood? So if you have such a good mind that your friends also should have to get the net have to be cracked, what you can do is that you can share this video for the your friends also, so we can meet in the next class. Okay, all the best for all of you. Goodbye.